Hey planner friends, how are y'all? Okay, this is like the third time I'm trying. I kept changing my mind on kits, and I decided since it's the first day of fall on Monday, the 23rd, let's do a fall kit. That was not I was gonna do a different one. I was like, no, let's just start fall. Let's get it going. Um, this kit is from Sara Elizabeth Prince. Hello, fall. I just think it's so gorgeous. I love the colors. I'm all about dark colors, and I'm ready for fall. Um, we actually probably won't see. Actually, it's a little gloomy today, believe it or not. But we normally don't start seeing it cool down until probably October-ish, November. Texas for you. It gets a little warm here. All right, so the clips. I still haven't taken this one out, even though it's the end of September. Is September from Run with Craft Scissors. This fox, because the coloring. This owl, because fall colors. This pumpkin. And because there is a few little pumpkins. And I just got this one, so I definitely wanted to do this one. Is this little one. I love this size. I mean, she does them on a mini clip now, but I love it. And I'm very black and white oriented. I'm going to bring in probably these two washies. This is just simply gilded. It's like a blue color with rose gold bows. And then this coffee one, because the colors match. And there's a little coffee cup. And then just some functionals. Sorry, I had to scoot up and I just moved everything. Okay, last week I did the top. This week I think I'm going to do the bottom. Yeah. I think I kind of want to do this one on this one though. And maybe this one as my theme. Or this one as my theme sticker. Because I want the fall. I think we're going to start on the bottom here. And go from there. Excuse me, my throat. Let's do, well, there's 3 flowers, so yeah, let's do a flower. So, how was last week? Okay, that is right. Okay, so, let me put my header down because I don't want it to be, I think I'm just gonna do, headers are my hardest part to do. But these are not colors that I'll really be using. So I think is what I'm going to do is just try to put these across. So I was just watching one of Britannia Nicole's Plan With Me's, and I had asked her about her kiddos. About like who is more like who, and she was saying, you know, her first baby was, you know, pretty easygoing, and then when her second one came, it was, you know, totally different. And oh my goodness, yes, that is exactly how mine are. I always told the kid's dad, I'm like, man, if our daughter would have been, our son would have been born first, I don't know that we would have had my daughter, because he was such, I mean, they're great now because they're teenagers, a lot easier to deal with, but he was a little more maintenance, like high maintenance kind of a thing. She took things in stride, like she was a good sleeper. She wouldn't freak out about everything like he does. Okay, so this one's going to be orange. I have issues trying to get my headers down right. I don't want to put them down. Okay, so that one will be there, maybe? Okay. Let me just, yikes. Maybe I should put my bottom washi down first to see where that'll fall. Sorry. Well, I can actually do it, lining it up right there. Okay. Okay, let me just, I just don't want to lay these down and them be in the wrong place. Okay, so then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so it'll be this one, I think. He was my baby that did not sleep by himself. He did not like his crib. Like, he was just like, nope, not having it. And he was just my baby that, but in the easy aspect of him, like, she took a pacifier and so did he. He winked, like, we took her off the bottle at like a year old. Well, he decided at, let's do this apple butter. At 8 months, we were already introducing a cup, and then his sister had a cup, so he decided he did not want a cup anymore. A bottle. He took himself off the bottle. And then, now we did struggle with his pacifier. We had to take him off at 18 months. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. He had such like a hard suction, I guess, that he was tearing his gum, like splitting like his gum between his mouth. It was really weird. And so, and that was a little bit of a struggle, but you know, it's kind of one of those things that it kind of. And then potty training, we had her potty trained when he was born, and as soon as he was born, she was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I guess I'll use that one as my theme sticker since I just completely used the wrong one. And so she regressed whenever he was born. And then because they're 26 months apart. I just put that there. And so we got her potty trained probably closer to when she was 3. She was ready to try again, so we did that. Him, on the other hand, that was just entertaining, trying to potty train him. That was not fun at all. But, you know, I'm a girl. It was a little easier training her than him. But now they are both really good kids. Like, I don't have to, like, they're homebodies. My daughter's 17. She doesn't go out. I, like, tried. I'm like, hey, why don't you go to the movies with your friends? She's like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, you know, I know I know everything's okay if you're at home, so I don't push it. And so and he's the same way. He likes to be at home. He's just a little more sensitive. He deals with like anxiety, depression stuff, which I don't really talk about it on here for sure. But yeah, it's difficult. Oh, my headers are off and that looks weird. Okay, so and they look pretty lined up right there. but they are not. Okay, they go just a little over. Yeah, they're down just a little bit. Oops. Yeah, so we have to watch him for that, and then we deal with a little bit of bullying at school, which is, it's awful. Like, I don't remember kids being that cruel whenever I was in junior or high school. He's in high school now, but I'm sure they were. I just didn't deal with it. And I wasn't like a popular kid or anything like that. I actually kept to myself. But yeah, like, I need to wash this thing. I have undo and so on it, and then so it's sticky from all the stickers. But yeah, he struggles where she makes friends pretty easily in school. She's more my leader. She's very sassy, sarcastic, like me and her dad, I guess. Where he's like a follower to me. He doesn't have like the confidence, I guess, that she does, which kind of worries me a little bit. And so that's hard to watch and see him just like so sad and break down and not understand why kids are like that to him. And it's just heartbreaking. And then, I mean, it's just, and to know, oh, no. Yeah, I definitely need to wash that off and get it. I think it's from using the undo the last time, and with it, and the stickiness from the stickers are on it. But just knowing that like that gets to him and stuff, and then everything you hear with school, it's always scary. And I think nowadays, like, the kids they're not as mature as what they used to be. Like, I feel like our class kind of matured a little quicker than what I see, like, some of the kids and their classmates and peers and stuff, which is crazy. But we didn't have phones or anything like that, so I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's just hard to see and deal with. It's just, and I always tell Brittany, like, her Olive reminds me of my little niece. Her and Helena sound just like my little nieces. It makes me laugh. Because everything she says, I'm like, yep, my niece does that. I mean, just same thing. And I think one of my nieces will be in November. She'll be 2. And so I know they're really close in age. And I believe Helena's like 6 or 7. Ooh. And one of my nieces, or maybe she's younger than that. No, she did like 6 or 7. And one of my nieces is 4. Yeah, 4. And my other niece is 7. And then I have a newborn niece who's like 5 months. So yeah, anytime I need baby Levins, I can go to my sister's house and be like, okay, and then leave. Sorry guys who can't do that. But yeah, my kiddos are way older. We'll be dealing with graduation next year. I'm terrified. So this past week has been, it's been awful. Not awful, but at the same time kind of awful. I have just been so exhausted. I don't know what's going on. I think it's from having to go out of town like every day. And I mean like hour and a half out of town every day except for Thursday. Thursday's the only day. And most of the days I drove. Because the last Saturday I had to drive like hour and 15 or hour and 20 minutes, I guess, to go get an oil change. And then Monday, I was home Sunday. Monday I had to drive hour and a half to, did I have my eye exam? I don't remember. No, I just had my Weight Watchers meeting, and it's like an hour and a half away. Or hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20, something like that. So I had to go for that. And then Tuesday, I had to take my son to the doctor, hour and a half away. Wednesday, I had to go to a meeting for work, and that was like hour and 45 minutes away. Thursday, I was home. Yay, I got to stay at home besides work. Friday, I had to drive an hour and a half away to go pick up mine and my son's glasses. Yeah, I told my husband, I was like, I'm just so exhausted. And I'm sure that's why. It's just from driving. And the work meeting, I did not have to drive. But to me, like, still being in the car, driving that, like, just being in a car that long, it tires you out. And then I didn't get off work till like 6 that day. I keep these, and I tear this off. So, I don't want to tear that. I just break this off. Oop. And then I use binders right now, but I'm actually going to change that and put my stickers in like the little, not a sleeve, but in a photo box. Sorry, I'm trying to grab it behind, like, just some paper, and I'll have it labeled to where I can find them. Because right now they're in binders, but I feel like I have a hard time. And then I put my samplers, I break them up into computers or date dots or whatever. Not really date dots, because most of those I can cut, but like checklists, stuff that I don't use. So just a little FYI. All right, let me put my weekend banner down. I absolutely love the weekend banners for her kids. They are so gorgeous. I just love the little bow and everything. It's so stinking cute. I don't think I have a whole lot going on. So I think we're just gonna stick it up here for this one. Okay, let's do sidebar. Let's do a dinners. I don't know why I do this, because I really need a meal plan. Oh, I've been so awful at that. And I do so much better, and I feel better when I meal prep. Okay, let's do Monday. And then since my kids are back in school, they get home about 4. And I already get a text, "What's for dinner?" And I'm just like, really? Really? I haven't even got home yet. Calm down. Let me do a to-do right here. And then this one. And this is usually like my cleaning list. Last week, I didn't get anything done. Oh, I was so disappointed in myself. But like the week before, I did like a day of like kitchen dusting, and there's stuff I want to get done. For sure. Okie dokie. I know on the 23rd I have a bill due. This is the weeks, this week and next week. Well, this week basically, because next week is like just the 30th of October is when like all the bills are due. Ugh. I have a bill that day. I think I have more throughout the week, but that's okay. Monday, I have my Weight Watchers meeting. And then I really don't have a whole lot this week, thankfully. I want to work on getting some reading done. I've been slacking on that. I have a big... It takes up a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Because my reading sticker is from Unorthodox Studio. And they have different sizes. I'm going to use this. And I try to use the bigger ones when I have a chance. There we go. That is my Hobbit Shrine. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do this one. Because I go at lunchtime to the gym because I only do 30 minutes. My husband has my other scissors somewhere. I still haven't picked them up. Yeah, I go to the gym during lunch because that's like the best time. Because I guess I should have put that down there. Do y'all find it hard that y'all need to like do your planner like morning, midday, and afternoon or evening? I do, and that's where I struggle because like I'm at work for 9 hours, and so it's not like chronological, and I have issues with that. Like, oh my goodness, I looking for my other tweezers. There. So I'm just gonna put this up here because, like I said, I do this at lunchtime. This past week, I didn't get to the gym. I just was so exhausted. I'm gonna use my Cricut scraper instead. I just felt so awful. I literally walk in the door and like lay down on the couch because I was just so tired. Luckily, my husband was off this past week, but he was busy too, so it was a rough week. I hate to say we did take out a couple of days because I was just so... And if I would have meal prepped last weekend, we would have had food in the freezer just to throw in the oven or air fryer. I really want to do, I use my iPhone to film, and I really want something that I could do, because I have my iPad, but I can't figure out how to look at my iPad and be recording on my phone, and there's probably not a way, but man, that would be so nice. So make sure I'm always in frame and everything, but I have yet to do it. I have done pretty good on my Weight Watchers. When I went last Monday, I had lost 15 pounds since starting, and I was not expecting that. I think I may have talked about that, but I haven't posted that video because I've done my monthly, my October monthly, because I like to get those done early because I need to be able to write stuff in there. And so I try to go Monday through Friday, that way I don't have to worry about it on weekends. Because that's my catch up on cleaning is weekends. Luckily, like this weekend my husband's off, so I don't have to, like, he'll pitch in and stuff like that. But here's a quick glimpse of my October. Okay, so I have these from Craft Penguin Planner. And I just stick them right here on there, and then I'll mark like the time that I go. Like I said, usually it's 30 minutes. I want to start going for 45. But the time I get there, work out, and they have a shower there. I just haven't used it. I'm like, yeah, I just live over there. But it does take time to come home and like shower and get ready. So sometimes I kind of work in the office by myself. There's an office next to me, and it's just me and her basically, and then one downstairs. So I'm not around anybody to where it's like, oh my gosh, you know, I can smell you across the room type thing. So I don't stress out too much. Okay, so let me do my little, these are from Sarah Elizabeth Prince. Can you tell I love her shop? And if you want to order from her, check out Britannia Nicole. She has a code. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna mark it on 2 days. We do it more often. Ooh. I'm gonna mark it on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm gonna mark it up here though. I don't do it in the mornings, but let's do this darker purple. And then let's do it right here. And then I'll do it Saturday or Sunday. Oh, I don't. Let's do this brown one. She is a stinker. Oh, she's still a kitten. She'll be 6 months old next month, and she is something else. Let me tell you, I love her to death, but she's a handful. On this one, I need to clean my makeup brushes. These are from Peppermint Planner. I'm trying to use up like the scripts that I have. I'm gonna do these right here. The scripts that I have, the little ones that I've had kind of for a little bit. Okay, and on Friday, I try to menu plan. Let's do this purple. And then Saturday, I try to do groceries, which one thing I love, she puts groceries and then she has a little grocery bag, so I use both. I try to do groceries on Saturday. Do that fun grocery shopping. Ugh. How many of y'all? I am so jealous of the ones that have grocery pickup. We do not have that here, and I am so jealous of the ones who do, because I would love that. Okay, so let's just mark groceries, and then meal prep on Sunday. Let's just do this one. Okay, and then cleaning day. That's every day, it feels like. Just kidding. I'm gonna do that right here. I always make sure the trash is taken out on Sundays because it just makes the week ready for next week. We don't have a date night. I really wish we should. We should implement that a little more because I think for Friday I'm gonna put a little checklist, and because I have a bunch of bills unfortunately being paid this day. Okay, let's do that, and then I'm gonna put a header across there. Or you know what? Let's not do that blue one. Let's do some washi tape. And then I'm gonna put a little icon across it. And that's what I do whenever I don't have not much going on that day, is I'll use washi too. I feel like that the header's crooked. I'm like, something is crooked here. Of course, it's my header. I'll use washi, kind of take up space. Kind of like this and that. I just kind of use it just to take up a little space. All right, so what I'm gonna do here though is I'm gonna use pay bills right here. Oh my gosh, that header is still crooked. Driving me nuts. And then I really think that's all. We don't have a whole lot going on this week. It is the end of the 6 weeks this day. So I can mark that. Let's do this like burnt orange color. And then, I am so crooked. And I buy the mini kits from her, and I still feel like I have tons left. We're gonna leave that right there. Like, I still have some headers left. Movie marquee, these little things. Checklist, these appointments, and these. The only other thing, I want to start waking up at 6 a.m. I was doing that last week, and not last week, week before last, and I really loved it. So, but she does a hydrate habit tracker. And then I would have to cover up that. We'll see. I'll see what I can find. So, I'm going to use my owl, and I'm going to use my fox. I don't write in this because I want to do a true, like, I do it before the pen type thing. So, and these kind of go, because they're kind of bigger. I love it, guys. I love it. Oh, I hope I was in frame for half of that. Yikes. Okay, guys, so this is my week for going forward. Y'all have a great week. Bye.